Welcome, guys, to a brand new podcast. And today we are back to the Liga Mx. Um, our first game, day match 4 of 17, was a Tigres Puebla that ended in a 7-0 win for Tigres. Um, the goals were from Herrera at the 6th minute, Linus at the 36th, then at the 51st. Correa at the 55th. Diaz at 58th. That was an own goal. Um, the sixth goal was Sanchez at the second match, and for the penalty for Gignac at the 93 minute. And the match stats were like this: 14 shots for Tigres, 9 for Puebla, 8 shots on target for Tigres, 1 for Puebla, 47% possession for Tigres, and 53% for Puebla. 383 passing for Tigres and 412 for Puebla. 83% pass accuracy for Tigres and 84 Puebla. 9 fouls for Tigres, 17 for Puebla, 1 yellow card for each. 1 red card for Puebla, 0 for Tigres, 1 offside for Tigres, 2 for Puebla. 3 corners for Tigres and 4 for Puebla. That's how that game ended. The next game, match 2 of match day 4, was a America Querétaro, which ended in a 1-0 win for Club America. Espinosa made it at the 60 minutes, and the game ended. Club America dominated this game as well, like always. 16 shots for America, 5 for Querétaro, 7 shots on target for America, 2 for Querétaro, 75% ball position with the 25 for Querétaro, 579 passing for America, 199 for Querétaro, 90% pass accuracy for America, 69% for Querétaro, 7 fouls for America, 15 for Querétaro, 1 yellow card for America, 4 for Querétaro, 0 cards for each, 1 offside for America, 0 for Querétaro, 2 quarters for America, and 4 for Querétaro. That's how that ended. The other match was a Tijuana Mazatlán 2-2. It ended 2-2. The first goal was 2 goals for Benedetti at the 65th minute and in penalty at the 83rd minute. Borja made it at the 22nd, and Kaniszewski at the 90 plus 4 minutes from a penalty as well. 14 goals, 14 shots for Mazatlán, 8 for Tijuana, 4 shots on target for Mazatlán, 4 for Tijuana, 57% 57% precision for Mazatlán, and 43 for Tijuana. 442 for passing for Mazatlán, and 353 for Tijuana. 87% pass accuracy for Tijuana, 83% for Tijuana. Um, 7 fouls for Mazatlan, 13 for Tijuana, 1 yellow card for Mazatlan, 3 for Tijuana, 0 red cards for both, 1 offside for Mazatlan, and 0 for Tijuana. 8 corners for Mazatlan, and 1 for Tijuana. And that's how that ended 2-2. Next match was a Atlas Pachuca that ended in a 0-3 win for Pachuca. First goal was Tingo at the 9th minute. A Civ cease at the 24th minute. Barreto at the 42nd minute of the match to end the game like that. Atlas and Pachuca had the same shot on target. Same shots. Yeah, same shots on target. With 14. Shots on target was 4 and 6 for Pachuca. Atlas had only 4. 53% position for Atlas, 47% for Pachuca, 467 passing for Atlas, 415 for Pachuca, 84% for both the teams of the ball pass. 11 fouls for Atlas and 14 for Pachuca. 2 yellow cards for Atlas, 4 for Pachuca, 0 red cards for both, 2 offsides for Atlas, and 4 for Pachuca. 2 offsides, 2 and 1. 6 corners for Atlas and 4 for Pachuca, and that's how the game ended. Next match was a Pumas Necaxa. Pumas tied it at started winning at the 59th minute versus Stuart, made it 1-0, and then at the 68 minutes, Boone hit it 1-1. That game ended like this. The next match was the match stats were like this: 21 shots for Pumas, 12 for Necaxa, 5 shots for both of them on target, 67% ball precision for Pumas and 33 for Necaxa. 505 passing for Pumas, 258 for Necaxa, 86% pass accuracy for Pumas, 71 for El Necaxa. 9 fouls for Pumas, 12 for Necaxa. 3 yellow cards for Pumas, 2 for Necaxa. They both had 0 red cards. They both had 1 offside each. 7 corners for Pumas and 4 for Necaxa. That's how that game ended. The next match was a Santos Chivas, which this was a weird game. Santos won 1-0 from penalty from Barate, 1-0. They also had a red card at the 91st minute of the match. The match stats were in favor of Santos. They were for favor in Chivas. So 3 shots for Santos, 17 for Chivas. 2 shots on target for Santos, 3 for Chivas, 33% position for Santos, 67% for Chivas. Had 252 passing for Santos, 477 passing for Chivas. 69% pass accuracy for Santos, 88% for Chivas. 13 fouls for Santos, 20 for Chivas. They both had both yellow cards, 2 yellow cards each. Santos had 1 red card. Chivas had 0. 2 offside for Santos, 4 for Chivas, 2 corner kicks for Santos, and 11 for Chivas. And that's how the game ended. Very interesting. Next game was like this. Was a Leon Monterrey, which ended in a 1-3 victory for Monterrey. The goals were scored from. The first goal was Corona at the 14th minute, Chavez at the 31st, Rojas at the 65th minute made it 1-2, and at the 60th minute, Cananes made it 1-3 to end the game. Like that. This is the match stats. Was 17 shots on target for Leon, 16 for Monterrey, 3 shots on target for Leon, 8 for Monterrey, 57% position for Leon, 47 for Monterrey, 409 passing for Leon, 385 for Monterrey, 83% pass accuracy for El Leon, and 79% for El Monterrey. 17 fouls for Leon and 11 for Monterrey. 2 yellow cards for each team. 0 red cards for each team. 2 yellow offsides for Leon. 5 for Monterrey. 7 corners for Leon and 6 for Monterrey. That's how the game ended. Your next match was Juarez Toluca. Toluca made it 0-2, the champions of this last competition. First goal was at the 31st minute. Paulinho made it 1-0. Dominguez made it 2-0 at the 48th minute of the match. That's how the game ended. Match stats look like this. 5 shots for Tijuana, 5 shots for Juarez, 7 for Toluca, 0 shot on target for Juarez, and 3 for El Toluca. 68% position for Juarez, 39% for Toluca, 484 passes for Juarez, 325 for Toluca, 83% pass accuracy for El Juarez, 76% for Toluca, 10 fouls for Juarez, 18 for Toluca, 4 yellow cards for Juarez, 3 for Toluca. They both had 0 red cards, 0 offsides for Juarez, 1 for El Toluca, 9 corners for Juarez, and 2 for Toluca. That's how the match ended. And so the next match was for San Luis Cruz Azul, which ended in a 1-2 victory for Cruz Azul. First goal was at the 52nd minute. Ordan made it 1-0. And then Sepulveda made it 0-2 at the 57th minute for my penalty. At the 85th minute, Acosta made it 1-2, which ended the game. They both had one red card each. Pedro at the 60th minute, and Ortiz did it at the 90 plus 4. Very interesting. The match stats were like this: 4 shots for San Luis, 11 for Cruz Azul, 2 on target for San Luis, 5 for Cruz Azul, 37% precision for San Luis, 63% for Cruz Azul, 273 passing for San Luis, 452 for Cruz Azul, 72% passing accuracy for San Luis, 87% pass accuracy for Cruz Azul, 23 fouls for San Luis, and 12 for Cruz Azul. That was 35 fouls in total in that match. Unbelievable. 1 yellow card for San Luis, 2 for Cruz Azul. They both had 1 red card. San Luis made 1 offside. Cruz Azul 6, 3 corners for San Luis, 2 for Cruz Azul. And that's how the match ended. The next match was that one. That was the last one. So I will see you for the next podcast that comes out. See you later. Have a good day. Bye.